This, the third video in the series, starts from St Paul's Cathedral and after crossing the River Thames a couple of times, finishes at the Tower of London. There's a link to a map of the route below. From Queen Anne's statue in front of St Paul's Cathedral, cross into Dean's Court, past the Old Deanery, official residence of the Bishop of London, and right into Carter Lane, past the Youth Hostel Association building. About 30 metres further, a covered alley leads to secluded Wardrobe Place, where in centuries gone by, England's monarchs stored their ceremonial robes. Follow the next turning down St Andrew's Hill before entering Ireland Place, where the Cockpit pub on the corner was formerly a major venue for cockfighting, past the graves at St Anne's Blackfriars Island Yard, before turning right into Church Entry, then left and left again into Blackfriars Lane. At the end under the railway bridge, the interior of the Blackfriars pub is worth a visit. In the opposite direction, past St Andrews by the Wardrobe Church, the Church of Scientology, St Benet's Metropolitan Welsh Church, and the College of Arms, which is responsible for all matters heraldic, before following Peters Hill past the Salvation Army's well-regarded and popular Café 101 towards the Millennium Bridge. As with most of London's bridges, the views are pretty good. Directly ahead, the Tate Modern, a converted power station, has become an exceptionally popular art gallery, while the nearby Globe Theatre specialises in Shakespeare productions. Shakespeare aficionados may wish to take a small detour onto Southwark Bridge and then down the steps diagonally opposite to see the site of the original Globe Theatre. Follow the path alongside the river and under Southwark Bridge towards the Anchor Public House, from where Samuel Pepys watched the Great Fire of London and where Dr. Samuel Johnson was a regular. Slightly away from the river, the road beneath the railway passes Clink Prison, now a museum, and the remains of Winchester Palace, towards a reproduction of the Golden Hind, the surprisingly small vessel in which Sir Francis Drake and his crew circumnavigated the world. From here head inland to Southwark Cathedral, parts of which date from the 12th century. It's not particularly large, nor is it particularly important, but entry is free, although ignoring the donations box may lead to hell and damnation. Adjacent and mostly under railway arches, Borough Market has some interesting stalls, try the fudge, and quite a wide choice of places to eat. The steps at the end of the path behind the cathedral lead to the uninspiring London Bridge. Over the river, head for the monument, a memorial built close to where the Great Fire started in 1666. At the bottom of Fish Street Hill, St Magnus the Martyr Church was until 1831 the entry point to London Bridge. Follow the path to the left of the church before turning alongside the river in the direction of Tower Bridge. On the opposite bank, the building with the gap is number 1 London Bridge, which houses several popular entertainment venues. Behind it, adjacent to London Bridge Station, the Shard, a 95-storey high glass-clad pyramid, has an open-air viewing deck on the 72nd floor. At ground level, some buildings along the waterfront are converted warehouses, dating from the time when this stretch of the river was an important and integral part of the Port of London. The warship HMS Belfast has been converted into a much-visited floating museum. In the distance, the roundish glass building is City Hall. Walk past former Billingsgate Fish Market, then where the path turns left from the river, continue to the dual carriageway. On the other side and a little to the left, take St Mary-at Hill to where the church of the same name dates from the 14th century. Opposite, follow St Dunstan's Lane to the pleasant gardens of St Dunstan in the east, a church ruined by bombs during the Second World War. Returning to the dual carriageway, past All Hallows by the Tower, a church established in the year 675, still with a Saxon arch, and where John Quincy Adams, 6th President of the United States of America, was married. The Tower of London, where it's easy to spend half a day engrossed in history, is a short downhill walk away. Detour across the iconic Tower Bridge to enjoy the river views. It opens about 1,000 times each year. The timetable is posted online. On the far bank, Butler's Wharf and Shad Thames, once part of London Stockland, have been converted into a sought-after residential area, which also houses several well-patronised restaurants. The next stage of this walking tour of London starts at the Tower of London, passes the Walkie-Talkie, Leadenhall Market and a Lloyd's building, before finishing at the Bank of England. Click the link to watch the video.